who really makes marketing decisions for SMBs, and where do they get their information from? We'll find out in about 30 seconds.
Welcome to Corey's Local Marketing Minute, an enlightening and entertaining look at what's happening in the world of local advertising and marketing. Corey's Local Marketing Minute is brought to you by Adcelerant.
Adcelerant provides best-in-class digital advertising solutions. Our proprietary technology covers your entire sales funnel, from proposal creation and campaign launch to monitored performance. We collaborate with local media companies and agencies to deliver excellent customer service, sales support, campaign management, and more. As an industry leader, we'll go above and beyond to ensure your success. Unlock your digital advertising potential with Adcelerant.
Hello everybody, welcome back. As you can see, still not in the studio, having issues apparently. I mean, my green room does have to be perfect. In the dressing room, in the studio foyer. I'm very demanding. But on this episode, we're going to talk about marketing and SMBs, which I know we talk a lot about, but this time we're going to explore who makes those decisions and how do they get their information. But first, you should do things. You should subscribe and like, even if you don't, it's a thing, and comment. And there's probably other stuff you should do. But that way, you'll know exactly when we move out of this hovel and into a studio with the green room and the dressing room and the foyer. Okay, so we went to our SMB panel. If you don't remember, or you haven't been taking notes, SMB panel is a committed bunch of local advertisers, a few hundred, that we ask questions to every month. And this latest batch of questions had everything to do with marketing and who makes the decisions, where do they get their information, and yada, yada, yada. But let's start at the beginning. We asked our panel, what is your role in marketing in your company? And half of them, 51% if you want to get technical, said they do it all. So we said, okay, that's cool. You do everything, but do you have anybody else helping you? Basically, how many FTEs do you have dedicated to marketing? You know how many said they had one? 81%. Now remember, this number does include those who said they do everything, which of course begs the question, overall, how many FTEs do you have dedicated to marketing? And the answer, 1.3. Now, I'm not sure what that 0.3 is. Maybe it's just like a leg or somebody's arm or something. I don't know. But on average, that's what a local advertiser has. And a good chance that that one is them. So, okay, great. You're making your own marketing decisions, or at least you're in charge of marketing. Fine. Where did you get your knowledge about marketing? Well, this is what they said. 39% said, I have a college degree in it. Good for you. 36% said, hey, well, I took a class. Also, great. You're showing initiative. Now, 20% said they had no training. They're winging this thing, kind of like I'm doing here. That leaves 65% who said they have on-the-job training, which kind of insinuates they were thrown into this whole marketing thing and are learning as they go. So that is about 2/3 of local businesses saying they have on-the-job training, which is fine, that can happen. But now we wanted to explore, no matter where you got your training from, what are some of your key marketing sources? Or I should say sources of marketing information. Well, the source that everyone described the most was industry peers. 61% said, I listen to my peers in my industry. 41% said trade associations. Right behind that at 40%, Google. Good old Google. Tied with Google is general marketing organizations. And then right after that, media companies or agencies. So that seems pretty good for a media company or an agency. They're right up there with Google and other marketing organizations. However, when we ask them to pick just one, what is the most important one? 32% said industry peers. Guess how many said media companies or agencies? 4%. Ooh. Okay, let's explore a little deeper. What about the formats of marketing information? Do you like reading? Somebody telling you what to do? Tea leaves? Well, let's look at some of the top ones. We'll put it in alphabetical order because we're just crazy like that. Email newsletters, 54%. Educational workshops, 33%. Podcasts, 22%. Just generally searching online, 52%. Webinars, right behind that, 48%. But the one with the largest percentage, good old WOM. Word of mouth, 63%. Now, we ask them, okay, pick one. What's the number one? Number one is almost a tie. 22% said searching online, 21% said word of mouth. So that talking to somebody is right up there with searching online. But I think this next fact has an opportunity buried in it because we ask them, all right, forget about format, forget about where you go to get information. Where do you find the most impactful information? Here's what they said. First of all, not surprisingly, industry-specific resources. 27% said that. Coming in second, vendor or agency partners, 18%. Peers came in at 9%. Podcasts came in at 9%. Email newsletters, remember that from the beginning of this video, came in at 6%. So they're preferred format scores pretty low on impactful information. And don't get too bummed out about these low percentages, because this question was open-ended. We coded all the answers. They came up with these answers themselves. This was organic. We didn't make them choose. So the fact that vendor, agency, media companies scored so high here kind of offsets the low number because they volunteered that information. So putting it all together, here are 3 things to remember, because everyone likes 3s, like a green room, a dressing room, and a foyer. But here we found out that local advertisers, most of them say they have on-the-job training with marketing. Number 2, there's a lot of evidence here suggesting they're educating themselves. They're signing up for things, they're Googling things. They are trying to educate themselves while on the job. But the most impactful information they get, sure, first it's from within their own industry, okay, but the second one are partners. Now rewinding that, it just seems like they're not getting a lot of information from partners or agencies or media companies. But boy, howdy, when they do, it's impactful. See how it all comes together? Speaking of coming together, you still have time to join us in sunny Miami, Florida. We've got about 50 speakers lined up. They're going to cover topics ranging from AI to OTT, local marketing. These are the people that are on the cutting edge of local media and can give you a lot of impactful information to take back home. Unfortunately, one speaker did cancel on us, and that's this one. This is Khaleesi. You don't want to be here, do you? That claws are sharp. You ain't getting into the dressing room.
Been watching Corey's Local Marketing Minute, sponsored by our friends at AdCellerant. Learn more at adcellerant.com. Remember, if you'd like to hear more of Corey's insights, check out the Local Marketing Trends podcast. Just Google Burrell Podcast or look for the podcast link on BurrellAssociates.com.